Yeah, yeah. Yeah, do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's up, man? Let's see what's up in here. We about to get this started. Just popping in with a humble check-in. We're gonna talk about this, man. Just get some people up in here first. Let's see who we got up in here. So we got one person up in here. Uh, get up in here. Get these people up in here. Make sure y'all share the live. Hit the like button. That's right, Nick Saban. What's up? Keeping it real. What's good? What's good? We're gonna talk, man. We're gonna talk about this candy. Let's talk about this candy. Let me get this. Let's talk about this candy real quick, man. What's up, y'all? Shout y'all out real quick. Let me just put the head up there. You know, we gonna talk about this, man. Get y'all up in here because I'm very disgusted on what I've been seeing. What's up, Nick Saban, Keeping It Real podcast, Simone L, Big Sis Chris. Make sure you guys share the live, hit the like button. Isaac Gentry, I'm hot. Got my big 7-Eleven cup, big goat cup. Before I get into the topic of the day, let me just say this. I got a message on IG, and the message was, and I want to say this. The message was basically, one of my followers is basically like, I don't really like Cash App. Is it something I can send you? I'd rather give you a gift than Cash App you. And I'm like, well, cool. I mean, you don't really have to Cash App me. I mean, it's a donation. If you want to donate, you can donate. And the message was like, are there things that you like that for people could send you rather than Cash App? So look, here's the thing. Hey, I see my background. He-Man action figures. He-Man action figures. I Googled them. I haven't really sat down, but old He-Man action figures, Thundercat figures, that's the nerd side of me. I'm into He-Man and Thundercat, shit like that. They little toys I could put up on the back of my thing. That's really about it, man. And if you don't want to get that, you don't have to donate me. Just keep liking the show and just keep sharing, hitting the like button. Let's go. Let's get into the candy hustle. A couple of days ago, Dababy pulled up on some kids selling candy. He opens the door. He has a stack in his hand. He asks the kids how much was the box. The kids told him 200. Dababy responds and goes, 200? How much is the candy? I believe the kid said $1 or $2. He said, how much candy's in the box? The kid said 64. He said 64 times 2? Do the math. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, that don't even sound right. Then the other kid said, hey, he asked the other kid, how much is yours? The other kid said 202. He said, how much in your box? The other kid, I think he had less candy than the other kid. So we're gonna get to that, y'all. We're gonna talk about that in a few. Make sure you share the live, hit the like button. Share the live, hit the like button. So the kid responds, and he's like, yo, so hold on. Let's do the math. How much does the candy cost again? The kid is still like, yo, I mean, because it's a donation and we gotta up the price, it's $200. And then the kid got mad. The baby said, you know what? How much is the candy? Here's $1 for you. Here's $1 for you. Hey, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all learned a valuable lesson. Y'all should have came correct the first time. I was gonna bless y'all anyway. He pulled up for a reason. He could have went to Walmart or Walgreens and got some candy. He saw y'all selling candy, try to hustle. Now, a bunch of people are upset. They felt like Dababy, the reports are Dababy, he's wrong. He should have bought the candy anyway. How dare he flaunt in front of them? What was the lesson that was being taught? Let me explain something to you. Anybody that feels like Dababy is wrong, I don't want your fucking kids at my house. I don't want your kids at my house. Here's the thing. A lot of people felt like Dababy was trying to put them on camera to expose them. He had the camera on already to buy to give them a big amount of money for the box. That looks good for fan videos and all that type of showing, whatever it is he's doing. But these kids try to hustle him. Any parent in my any parent, somebody's Angela Vet said he made Angela. So we're gonna discuss this right now. I'm gonna explain this to you. Let me explain this situation. You can't say he made money off of them. Let me explain something right now. Let me just break down the candy hustle before I get into Dababy. I'm from New York City. Back in the day when you went to school, they had candy drives with world famous chocolates where we sold candy to get these bullshit ass prizes. Remember when you was in school? They made you sell 200 boxes of candy to get a goddamn pacifier or a pen or a snorkel, some little bullshit, right? Okay. What happened was the candy game expanded where people started to get boxes of candy, get the candy in bulk, and start selling it to promote for basketball teams. Then you had people that were selling candy on the train. Andrea, I'm gonna break this down. I want you to understand to me. After years went by, people started to realize that on every train, every bus, every corner, there was somebody out there selling candy to raise money for their basketball team. This was the hustle. After a while, you realize that these kids were selling this candy to make money for themselves. Cool. Most of these kids, some of these kids. What happened was some of these kids that sell candy have become aggressive. Aggressive as shit. They'll literally come up to you. Some of the boxes, I'm gonna be honest, some of the candy don't look like. Some of the candy don't even look. It look like old stale ass candy. Some of the candy, some of the candy don't even look good. But we'll buy the candy. But they become aggressive. Nah, I don't have it today. Why not? Come on, come on, man. You just can't buy some chocolate. Come on, yo. I need it. Can you buy some chocolate? They become aggressive with the seller. Can't nobody in this chat not tell me they have not been approached by an aggressive candy seller. If I tell you I don't have it, some of these kids hang outside the banks, which is kind of smart, but it's a way that you do it. I had a girl follow me from Target 6 blocks trying to sell me a Snicker bar. Then when I bought the Snicker, half the Snicker was melted. You got some of these kids that sell the candy. I still haven't seen the basketball teams play. Still haven't seen them play, but it's all good. We understand it's part of a hustle. If you a hustler, you know where these kids are getting this candy from. There's a major nigga giving them boxes, making these kids sell the candy, and they're breaking them off. This is how the candy game works. Now, if you know how these kids hustle this candy, let's fast forward. Dababy. He pulls up in a bus. When he opens the bus door, he has a stack of money in his hand. He pulled up on the kids and said, "Hey, how much for the box?" He immediately asked, "How much for the box?" Andrea, listen, Andrea, I want you to understand something. See, this is the issue. But they're not stealing and they're not breaking it into cars. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, they're not stealing, they're not breaking into cars, but they're also being dishonest. Here's the situation of what I'm trying to explain. Dababy already had a stack of money in his hand. He asked the kids how much for the box. Why would you tell this man 200? They wouldn't have charged 200 to you, Andrea. They wouldn't have charged $200 to Miss Sugar. They wouldn't have charged $200 with Big Sis Chris. He asked them more than one time. He said, how much is the candy? No one is entitled to, and okay, I'm glad you're saying they're kids. Everyone is saying they're kids, but they're always kids when it comes to a certain issue. Let me explain the situation. Because let's take it back to old school. Let's take it back to when your kids were in the streets and your neighbor was able to discipline the kids and tell them when they was wrong. Let's talk about blessings. Ultimately, a blessing was sent your way. Dababy pulled up on y'all with a stack of money in his hand. Honestly, I don't think that he should have. Honestly, here's the thing. Here's the part that everyone is not looking at. He didn't walk away, curse the kids out, and say the fuck out of here. He still bought candy from them. He bought the candy for the original price. He bought the candy. He paid $2 each for both pieces of candy. Here's the issue. He didn't curse them out. He said, here's $2 for you. Here's $2 for you. They weren't off on their math either. He asked them, he said, how much is for the box? They said $200. They said $200. He said, how much is the candy? They said $1. Then he asked him, he said, okay, thank you, Miss Sugar. He asked him, he said, there's 64 pieces of candy. How much? And the kid got quiet because he knew the answer to the math. Then he asked him again. The kid said, forget the math. The kid said, watch the video again. The kid said, yeah, but we up the box. No, they listen to me. Understand what I'm trying to explain to you guys. These kids knew it was Dababy. So he would have been, no, it's not that big. Understand what I'm trying to explain to you, Big Sis Chris. These kids knew it was Dababy. They saw him and they upped the price. But you guys asked for 200. I want you guys to watch the interview that he did. He said he was about to give them a stack for the box. And that's the issue where we go to. They're just kids. They're hustling. And these kids they not do. Listen, let me explain something. They're morals, and y'all can respectfully disagree. But let me explain something. Because a lot of you guys in here that are saying that they're just kids, let's be real. How many of you guys are walking down the street and not a kid? Oh, let's use a kid, because there are kids that are homeless that ask you for money and they're not even selling shit, and you don't give them anything. My issue with this situation when it comes to Dababy is that's his money. He's entitled to how he spend the money. Thank you, Joe Smo. The kids mentioned that they take donations as well. I'm going to tell y'all a little story about blocking your own blessing. You know how many times I'm a personal trainer. You know how many when I was personal training, there were clients who try to overpay me for a service. when I first started. I knew because I could have took advantage of these people. I said, nah, this is actually how much it costs. Because I was honest, I was blessed in a huge amount of ways. A lot of people that say that they're just kids, right? And they're being dishonest, when they lie about something else, then they're not just kids anymore. And this is something that we have to look at. For anyone that says, in my opinion, and I love y'all, I want this response. I want you guys, if you disagree, you disagree. This is cool. I'm not mad. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong for what you're saying, but this is what I'm asking you guys. These same kids who were being dishonest about the candy, now they lie about something bigger than that. Then it's where they learning this shit from. Where are they learning? Where are they learning these? Where are they learning this? Where are they learning their ways from? A lesson can be taught from anyone. Let me explain something to you. Dababy at least bought the candy. There would have been people that would have done worse to them kids. There are people that would have did worse to those kids. What? And I'm talking about. Somebody else could have. Let me explain something to you. For that lying, right? The wrong person could have rolled up on them, right? First of all, the wrong person could have rolled up. Either could have robbed them for lying, hurt them for lying, right? Or could have reported the kids. Let's be honest. But then what would it have been? Why? What? Like you got to teach the kids somewhere. I disagree because I was a counselor with children, with young teenage boys. Those ain't, when you say kids, let me tell you something. Them little niggas is out there hustling candy. So I'm not gonna just sit here and when I think of kids, yes, those kids know how to hustle. And Dababy asked them several times, hey, how much is the candy? He even tried to help them out. And they went as far as more to try to hustle him. Hey, now here's my thing. Let's say they would have told y'all 200. Would y'all have gave those kids $200? And don't tell me, oh, we're not Dababy. Listen. How many times has someone tried to overcharge you for something that's less than what it is? I don't feel. And so Soulja Boy, let me explain what Soulja Boy did. Soulja Boy went out there, found some kids selling chocolate. Now, this is the funny thing. Soulja Boy went out there, found some kids selling chocolate, walked up to the kids, bought the box, and let them keep the money. And then goes, Soulja Boy is the first person to buy candy and move about. What lesson was learned in that? So you're rewarding people for being a hustler, for being a hustler. Nobody on my chat likes a hustler. No one likes to feel like they will hustle when they do a business. You have to teach these kids now how business is conducted. So if we're saying that these kids can lie and hustle now, don't complain when you are the same people who are walking in a store and try to buy merchandise for them, and these niggas charge you double for what you charge. And then you're gonna be like, well, damn, I feel hustled. Well, hey, it was told it was okay when they were a kid. I wouldn't feel comfortable rewarding somebody after they lied to me. I could still teach them a lesson, but at the end of the day, Dababy don't owe. And that's how I feel. But let me read everyone's comments because I don't want everybody to feel like Andrea Levette said he's gonna. But what blessing is he gonna miss out for that, Andrea? Andrea, he paid the kids. He still bought candy. He still bought the candy. He bought here's $2 for you. Here's $2 for you. You could have got a stack, but you lied. I still bought the candy. At the end of the day, let's think about it. They were still outside. It was expensive. Then it should be a problem. No, Angela, understand what I'm trying to explain to you. It was expensive. Then it should be a problem. Here's the issue. These kids are outside selling candy. 9 out of 10, a lot of people don't even buy the candy. If that wasn't Dababy, that would have been somebody else. They would have got $2 each for the candy. That would have been a sale made. Dababy paid the exact price for the candy. He didn't have to pay. He didn't have to break them off. So there must have been, and they must. No, see, and that's the thing. See, and the reason why I'm not upset is because y'all probably don't. I'm glad y'all say they must be in need. No, let me explain to y'all something. For some of y'all just came, let me explain to y'all the candy hustle. There are people who go to the dollar stores or they go to these wholesale stores and they buy boxes of candy, boxes of chocolate, bags of chips, and they double the price and they sell them on the streets. This is a hustle. And I'm not mad at the hustle. I'm not mad at the hustle at all. But you have to understand that these kids know a lot of people just really sensitive nowadays. I completely understand. It's about the principle. He probably would have and that's what I need you guys to watch the video. I want you to watch how he approached these kids. He came out. I want you to watch the whole video again. He pulled up with a stack of hundreds in his hand. After asking the kids how much the candy was several different times after they tried to hustle him, he put the stack away and he reached in his other pocket and pulled out the regular singles and paid them for the chocolate and left. So he wasn't trying to pay them the singles. He asked how much was the box. Check this out. I want y'all to explain this. He asked how much was the box. All he had was hundreds in his hand. He wasn't going to pay $64 for the chocolate. He was going to overpay anyway. That is the issue that's going on. These kids, I'm trying to explain y'all the candy hustle, how it works. A lot of people see these kids and think that these kids are out there. I'm not it's great. You put a word in my mouth. Don't do that. She said, I'm not anti-hustle. Understand what I'm trying to say. There's ways to hustle. There's ways to speak. There's ways to do things. If you're telling me that if anybody's sitting up here telling me that it's okay for kids to hustle and lie, what happens? Do you think do you think you reward? Let me ask you a question. Do you think if Dababy, right? Let's go this way. Let's say Dababy would have gave them $2,000 for the chocolate after they lied and hustled. What lesson would have been taught? They would have did that shit to everybody after that. Do you think those kids would have been done for the day? Them kids. So let me ask you this question. I know there's parents in here. You're telling me that Dababy should have rewarded them and taught them the lesson after he rewarded them. Do you think those kids would have stopped trying to hustle? Let me tell y'all something straight up right now. How often will they get that chance? Let me explain to you something. Let me explain to you. It don't have to be Dababy. They'll hustle anyone else. Dababy is just a famous rapper. They could see someone who looks like they have money and try to hustle them. You understand what I'm saying? Their mama probably would have cussed them out coming home with $50. No. See, because she know I'm right. Their mama would have cussed them out. If their mama got them, if the mama pimping them kids, then the mama need to get taught a lesson. At the end of the day, no lesson would be learned after he would have rewarded them. Fuck them goddamn kids. Let me explain something to y'all right now. All right, let me explain this shit. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with hustle. Every hustle ain't gonna work. No kid at that age should be lying and hustling like that in the first place. If y'all saying they kids, all right, kids need to be put in a kid's place. You want to be? You ever saw ATL? What the big boys say? This is grown folk business. You know it's grown folk business, right? So all right, this is grown folk business. Right? Look, y'all want to all right, they want to be okay. Look, y'all saying they kids, right? But they hustling. All right, fuck it. Y'all want to hustle? All right. Well, here's part of the game. Y'all niggas fucked up. Learn how to hustle harder. That's the truth. Learn how to hustle harder. If you gonna hustle, you need to learn how to count. You gotta learn how to do math. If y'all sit here, y'all saying, if y'all sit here saying, hey, these kids didn't know how to count, you can't hustle if you can't count. You need to go back home. You need to learn to count. You need to get the abacus, start playing with the beads. Them little niggas knew how to count. So what would they have told me? Ask this question. After the baby would have bought the box of chocolate, right? Then somebody else that would have came that was average right behind the baby. I want to buy some chocolate. How much would they have charged a regular person? Regular price? If I was the baby, I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all told me the box was $200. How y'all charging this nigga $1? The fuck out of here. They know black man won't help them. Anyone could have bought that amount of candy bar. Hey, man, let me tell you this right now. I don't want to watch none of your kids. These little niggas be ripping couches up, fucking trying to hustle me. All right? Listen, man. They didn't. Listen, they didn't rob anyone. But hold on, you said they tried. Hold on. So big. All right. Check this out. Watch this shit. Why? Let me hit y'all with some game. I got Respect the Stroke t-shirts. Now, the Respect the Stroke t-shirts are what? $24, $25, right? Right? Big Sis Chris, Angela Levette. How would you like it if y'all like, I want to support you, and I sell you a Respect the Stroke t-shirt for $55? And then you find out that Isaac Gentry, right, and Miss Sugar bought the shirt for $20. Y'all gonna be upset as a motherfucker. Y'all gonna be mad as shit. Y'all gonna be like, how could you have hustled me this way? I'm gonna be like, and you know what I'm gonna say? I'm that same little nigga that sold my chocolate for $200, and ain't nobody ever taught me a lesson. Y'all gonna be mad as hell. I don't wanna hear that shit because I know for a fact Andrea and Big Sis Chris done cursed out the fucking people that do their nails and shit. I wish they would go in there and a nail tech would have told them $50 for their big toe. Y'all be mad as a motherfucker. Y'all be like, oh, y'all hustling me? Hell no. Come on now, don't do that. I'm catching y'all. Y'all out there trying to defend these little niggas. Let me tell you something. Them little niggas would steal your iPhone charger and sell it for $80. She said, Andrea, listen, y'all are fans of y'all support. I want to say fan because remember somebody the other day said they don't like to be called a fan. Y'all support me. So I appreciate the fact that you probably would pay that price. But what I'm saying, if y'all didn't know me and I was selling these t-shirts, all right, if I sold y'all a box of tampons for $55 and there's only 3 in there, y'all would be bloody mad. Y'all would be bloody mad. You gotta teach these kids a lesson at some point in life. Let me explain something to you. That could have went bad for them kids. Imagine they would have tried to sell that chocolate to someone that would have hurt them. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest at all times. At all times. I wish I was there. Hold on. $200. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I had someone try to sell me a Snicker bar for $5.50. I don't need to cure my hunger that bad. They just kids. Kids kiss my ass. You try to lie. You tried to hustle, and it didn't work. You still got $4, but you could have had a stack. You think those kids would have told Beyonce $200? Let's be right. Look, let's be real. You think them kids would have told anybody else that shit during the pandemic? People were selling toilet paper. Hey, Andrea, they have no mask on, so they ain't give a fuck about the pandemic. Pandemic over. All right. And when y'all buying that $50 toilet paper, let me tell you something. Some of y'all was like anybody. If the toilet paper was 50, niggas was doing hella laundry because they was using socks and t-shirts. Let's get the lights up, y'all. Let's get the lights up. 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 I got something else I want to talk about today. Since we're talking about hustling. Share the live, y'all. Share the live. Share the live. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about, since we talk about hustling, and there's a lot of ladies in here, and I want to know what you guys think about. There's 19 people, 20 people in here. Let's come on, let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. I want to see what y'all think about this. There's a song out there called Don't Save Her. She Don't Want to Be Saved, right? Believe it or not, that song is spitting a certain amount of facts. I get like, listen, fellas, here's another part of the hustle. Stop trying to convert strippers. Stop trying to save them. I have an acquaintance. I have someone that I know. And I'm not going to say it hasn't happened to all men. You got to learn sometime. But when you're at a certain age, you got to stop. Some of these women that's playing this pole and popping that pussy in my ass, they want to be there. They want to be there. And you have to accept that. Some of these women, and I know some of them like, I just going to be like, well, what about their upbringing? Look, I'm not talking about all of that. But there are some women who are in that business who ain't looking to be saved. They are delivering the fantasy. The fantasy is to make you feel like they want you. They don't want you. They want you to tip them. I'm tired of hearing about niggas going in these establishments. I'm not going to call them hoes. I'm not going to do that because they working. They working too. But these niggas will go in the club and talk to these women for hours. And really think they form the connection. I'm not saying there aren't some strippers who ain't there for a goal. But even the ones that, let's be real, there's some strippers who strip who trying to save money to get out of that life. So they still don't want to talk to you. They still don't want it. They're focused. But there are some women who do porn and who strip who deal with different type of niggas trying to talk to them every day. Every day. They don't want to be saved. They at work. They selling pussy. You think you want somebody to come at your job while you lifting boxes and tell you, hey man, I want to get you off this line. Like, let me explain. Unless you rich, Unless you could provide a lifestyle for them where they're not going to work anymore. Let me do it better. If you are a regular 9-to-5 nigga, these hoes don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear it. Let me take a sip of my big gulp. If you are a regular men would rather purchase what they want than receive it for free. Andrew, you're 100% right. Vibe with Habib. Vibe with Habib. Please text the number text the number at the bottom of the screen with your name so you can get a link to all my lives. And welcome. That's true, Andrea. But I'm talking about men going to the strip club, falling for a chick whose vagina done touched every president that night, and thinking that their conversation is going to change their life. When I was 22 years old, I had a stripper dance on me and have conversation with me for about an hour. I thought we was getting somewhere. I thought we were going to have a dog. We were going to buy a dog and buy a crib. At the end of the night, the bitch told me $69.95. I was like, what? After that night, I didn't pay the fee because I didn't have the money. I'm the type of nigga that go to the strip club and put $1 in the G-string and recycle it. I pull it out and put it back in and pull it out. I've never, and I learned from that day that those women don't want to hear. If you a regular 9-to-5 nigga, leave them women alone. They don't want to fuck with you. They're there for a reason. And then you have to ask yourself, well, why? Because everybody feels like in their mind that when they date a stripper, that it's just gonna be the life of stripping. Nah, you're gonna have to domesticate this woman. Strippers, they're still women. They have everyday problems. You can't get mad when you ask this chick to make you an omelet, and she look at you like, nigga, she has a skill. Let her deliver the fantasy. These are fantasies. They're fantasies. Porn stars, strippers, they're here to deliver a fantasy. Big sis Chris, you're so triggered. Yes, I'm going to tell you why I'm triggered. Because I had to listen to this conversation of this dude telling me, man, I really can't believe she played me. I thought she was it. Nigga, what? How could you think that? Why would you think that? A stripper sees over 200 men a night. Maybe. I'm not saying there aren't any who have gotten out the game. There are some that's gotten out the game. But once again, I've always asked, I always tell some men this too. Are you mentally able, if you can date a stripper, are you able to handle that? And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about mentally. Are you able to deal with that? A lot of men like to date shit that they are not mentally ready or have the what's the word called? They're insecure to date that. I remember one time there was a stripper. I was in my neighborhood, and it was this guy. he used to take these strippers to he drove the strippers to the club back and forth or whatever, right? And he asked me to walk one of the girls to the store. This was one of the most uncomfortable walks because have you ever hung out with a stripper? Their clothes, they don't like, yo, you can tell a stripper when you see one. You can tell them. They don't dress like regular women. They dress like strippers. I was walking this girl to the store. This girl's cakes was out of control. Everybody in the street, there was niggas walking. Niggas was looking at her. I had to keep saying, she's not mine. Because the way they was looking at her, the way they was like, niggas was looking at, like, I'm talking about the disrespectful look. You have to have a certain type of confidence, or it's embarrassing. Really? It's embarrassing. I'd rather when I was single, I'd rather them just come to the house, come indoors, and we do whatever, but we're not hanging out in public. A lot of women think men don't feel a certain type of way about that type of shit. But when you're out with a certain type of woman, and like a stripper or a porn star, I've dated a porn star before. I have. And let me tell you, I think I've said this in one of my podcast episodes. It was uncomfortable. It was good behind closed doors, but it was uncomfortable in real life. Walking with her, she didn't know that she was like, her titties was out, ass was bouncing. She had the stripper glow. Like, her perfume smelled like Pole Plus. It smelled like Pole. Have you ever hugged a stripper? You're gonna have glitter on your body. Have you ever spent the night with a stripper? You're going to find yarns of weave in your ass crack. Not right away. 2 weeks later. Large blonde strands. Here's the thing. Strippers, I'm not mad. I love y'all. Do your thing. I go to the club. I like to watch y'all work. I'm helping y'all out. This is a message to the niggas who feel the need to bother y'all while y'all working. I don't like to see that. I hate to see that. Why are you bothering? If they aren't embarrassed, why would you be? Andrea today is on one, but she is one of my mods, and I respect Andrea. Andrea said, if they aren't embarrassed, why would you be? Andrea, what I'm saying is, let me go back. I said certain men have to be secure enough to handle a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Andrea. Andrea cussed me out and then promote the page. You gotta have a certain type of confidence to mess with a stripper. You have to be able to be at the table and sit with a stripper and know you sitting there with a stripper okay, give an example. There are men out here in the world who date a pretty woman, a beautiful woman, and get mad that niggas is acknowledging them or liking their pictures. This is a regular woman. If you're dating someone who's beautiful, you know she's beautiful. You want her to get that type of you have to expect that. But a stripper is magnified because everything in their closet, what's up, Shauna? Everything in their closet is stripper clothing. They don't know how to shop for regular shit. Let me tell you what strippers normally wear. They wear leggings, right? Halter tops, oil, lot of oil, okay? Butterfly tattoo on their back. They like the toes out, titties, ass and titties is always out. Always. Have you ever took a stripper to IHOP? When you sit them at their chair and they sit down, their ass crack sits right on top their pants. Right on top their pants. They're never cold. Strippers are never cold. They're never cold. They wear nothing in the wintertime. And it's just not a knock to them. I'm just telling the men that want to speak to them, they have to have the security to be able to handle them. So Andrew come out and said, so you're saying you... I said, Andrew, I'm a married man. God damn it. I'm a married nigga. What I'm saying to you is, me personally, I have a few stripper friends. This is not a diss to them. I've said, yo, I'll tell y'all the story again. I remember I invited one of my homegirls over who was a stripper. She came out the lift, ass walked out the car first, right? Back was out. She had on this little, like, they love cartoon t-shirts too from Spencer's. They love cartoon t-shirts. She had on this cartoon t-shirt that was a Gerber size, baby size, big old booty. Big old goddamn booty. Everybody in the complex is staring. Now, I felt like the man, but I also felt like, I was like, man, I felt like I disrespected the church in some type of way. Like, I was like, shit. The conversations people was getting, like the older women were giving, they were like, come on, you could, come on. You okay, son? One of my homegirls is into the erotic life. She's into the she know the truth. All I'm saying to the fellas, hold up, make sure you guys are sharing the live. Make sure you guys hit the live, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Share the live, hit the like button. You gotta be a certain type of nigga. Certain type of nigga to be able to date a stripper. You gotta have a certain amount of money. Strippers, good ones, make a lot of money. They make fast money. Smoke. My homegirl, she like I probably pull in probably a stack a night. 5 to 6 hundreds. They pull in bread. Here you come working at Home Depot trying to provide a regular life for this chick. She don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. She's there and she likes the lifestyle. You cannot outgame a stripper. They hear this shit. Let me explain something to you. If a stripper fucks you, it's because she's treating herself. She's like, okay, fuck it. Understand, they hear multitudes of mouths. Let me explain this, right? Most of the strippers I ever fucked with that were cool, the reason why they liked me is because I consistently just ate the wings and I watched and I sat there and I let them know I didn't have shit to offer. And after a while, they was like, wow, I was there, but I was funny. So I was able to build relationships with them. But I was younger, but as I got older, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need not to go because I am in the way. I'm in the way. When you are trying to wife strippers, you are in the way. They don't want to be bothered. They want to be left alone. Stop watching these movies where you think you'll go up in there and she be like, oh, my hero. No. No. They want money. You got to pay. You have to pay. You're always going to pay with them. They have been taken out to eat at the most expensive restaurants. Let's say you date a stripper. What you going to tell her? Hey, I like you, so, I met you doing this. You continue to do this. She trying to make extra rent. She done got her ass eaten out by 9 different niggas that night. She had a $900 night. So she made a little bit of extra money. Let's just say she doing VIPs. She come home smelling like a $2,000 worth of nut. What? I mean, really? You comfortable with that? I saw a tweet. I talked about this a long time ago where this porn star was like, God, please send me a good man. I think you asking God for way too much. You done had many a good men in you. Okay? You need to just be happy with whatever comes your way. Now, I'm not going to sit here and I don't want it to sound like this is a stripper bash. Honestly, anyone that watched this video, stripper watching this video, they're like, damn, thank you, Nick. Because they are tired of niggas sitting there. Strippers will give you their number, right? And when you contact them, they're hoping for 3 things. Strippers love to eat. Listen, a stripper will let you take them to eat at a breakfast spot anytime during the week. They're not going to turn down food. Food, are you calling me for a private party? Or do you want some special attention? If it's not them 3, they're like, what do you want? Well, I think you're pretty. I'm going to call you back. You'll never hear from them again. You'll never hear from them. Ever. Don't put your heart in that type of pain. Real quick, this Sunday I have Daphne Springs on episode 51 of the Curious Red Flags podcast. Kenny, there was 26 people in here. I have 18 likes. Let's talk about it. It was just announced yesterday or the day before yesterday. Dipset versus the Lox. Before I get into this, please hit the like button. Please share. Let's get about 30 likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get about 30. 30. Let's get 30 up in here. Dipset versus the Lox. I want to be honest with you. If you are an East Coaster watching this today, I'm going to be honest with you. That is not the versus battle that a lot of us wanted to see. A lot of us wanted to see Dipset versus G-Unit. This has, because of the mixtape game, this has been a war that many people have. This would have been the best battle because G-Unit at the time was huge. Dipset and G-Unit ran the mixtape game at one time. Cameron, Jewels, Jim Jones versus 50, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo. Then if you want to add on, you had Hell Rel, J.R. Ryder, G-Unit, Young Buck, The Game. G-Unit Radio was the shit. Dipset versus G-Unit would have been a more formidable. I honestly would have had G Unit win because of the amount of hits that he had, but I couldn't say it would have been a landslide. Now, here's where the Locks is at a major disadvantage. But I'm also going to tell you how the Locks will win. The reason why the Locks is at a major disadvantage because Jadakiss already did a versus battle against Fabulous, and I felt like he played a lot of Locks songs already in that versus battle. 2, the world loves Dipset, and we haven't seen Dipset together in a very long time. At the Garden, they're going to go crazy just to see this group together that night. Now, here's where Dipset can lose. If they get cocky and not play the hits, because Dipset has a lot of hits, but a lot of their hits are mixtape hits too. And I don't think they do mixtape songs on versus battles. But songs like I'm Ready, Oh Pager, Don't Go. Then you got the Dipset anthem. You got What's Really Good. You got Oh Boy. You got Crunk Music. You got Ballin'. You got tons of Cameron songs. That's right. Cam's gonna come out there with a pink mink on. It's a lot of stunt that's gonna go on. That battle is a win for me. Honestly speaking, I really do wish Andrea is totally lost. Andrea, Dipset is a group form of Cameron. I know you know who Cameron is. He's selling Pink Horsepower. Pink Horsepower is like the new sex drug, right? For all the ladies out there who men don't have energy, Cameron is selling Pink Horsepower. It is certified to you will be up all night. What? No, he don't just sell that. But Cameron, there's Jim Jones who made the song Ballin'. And Andrew's like, I didn't know that. And then there's Joel Santana. In the Locks, there's Jadakiss, there's Styles P, and there is Sheek Louch. They have hits like Money, Power, and Respect. Can I Get Jiggy? Whoop, 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 whoop. Can I Get Jiggy? And then they got Wild Out. They got a lot of their hits too. I have Dipset winning, but it's a win for all of us. But ladies, I heard that this Pink Horsepower is a problem. I have a boy of mine who told me, he said he drank some and his woman never complained ever again. It's to the point where she's retired. She's trying to retire her thing. That's just how crazy what's up, my cuss word? That's how crazy the Pink power. I got it. Andrea, you better go. Andrea, I know you've heard some Dipset music. Here's what I want you to go to iTunes right now and pull up Dipset playlist. There are tons of songs. I'm very upset that you're telling me that you don't know any of this music. This is crazy. This is Andrew, where are you? What city do you live in? What state do you live in? Because then I could be wrong. You know, if you're like Ohio, but Cameron has a song called "I Get It in Ohio," so you should have heard the music. You gotta get down with the movement. Get down with the movement. Get down with the goddamn movement. Last the song about that song about ish with DMX. Oh, you mean Pull It with DMX? The song that go don't ah! Don't let me come at y'all. When going over the ball with y'all, yeah, that song. I'm with the Locks on this one. My cuss run over looked like she listened to straight gangster music. I could see her rolling with the Locks. Let me tell you something. When the post went out, I saw a lot of women rolling with the Locks, and I was like, man. Listen, when I first moved to LA, right, I was at a club and a Mac 10 song came on. This girl was like, yeah, you well know about us. Like she was singing the song hard. I was like, man, women, there are a lot of women that know the lyric. I know a chick who know more hard rap lyrics than me, which is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because it take me a long time. Like I have to really know you to know all the lyrics to the song. But there are some people who like know all the lyrics to every song on 100 albums. I'm not that guy. Look, see, she said Styles P is ill. If you're a woman who's a fan of Styles P, you have a razor without the box cutter wrapped around your calf muscle. Lax got it. I mean, I love this, but Jada Kiss alone lyric. But see, okay, here's the problem. These versus battles aren't about who raps better. The versus battles are about playing songs that make you remember a certain feel. That's why a lot of people. I'm in California. Oh, Andrew, you're in California? What part of California do you live in? You have to come out. I performed June 28th in North Hollywood. I mean July 20th in North Hollywood at Shantae's show. How much do they get paid? I don't know how much these rappers get paid. I don't know how much they get paid. Stock. Oh, okay. Oh, Andrew, you're out. I got a friends out there. You're out there in the Bay Area. See, Andrea was watching that E40 Too Short battle. The way you felt at the E42 short battle is how we're gonna feel at the Locks versus Dipset battle. We're gonna be all in. But back to those stuff, like these versus battles. August 3rd is the battle. I will be doing a recap after that battle that night. I will be doing a recap after that battle this night. What I was gonna say. This Sunday is episode 51 of the Curious Red Flags podcast. So know that I will have Daphne Springs on the show. We're trying to get 50 likes or better. 50 likes or better. To the lady that told me that she'd rather give me a gift than donate. I mean, there's no pressure, but you can He-Man action figures. I like He-Man. I'm into Thundercats, little Kim albums. I don't know. If that's what you feel comfortable selling, send them. I don't like to tell people what to send me. If you buy a t-shirt, that's even great. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys what to spend on me. You spend on me what you spend. The action figures will go on the wall and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let cause I never want, and you gotta stop that, because you gotta correct, because I never want people to be like, I don't watch the Curious Red Flags podcast anymore because Nick was up there begging for Lion-O toys. No. I am all my services on YouTube, I don't get paid for. I'm not monetized. So the donations that I get, it goes for the millionth time to the podcast. I always have a random person who sends me a message. Like I had, like let's go down memory lane. I had somebody else that just hold on, let me find the message that I just got. This message was outrageously crazy. I was asked. Okay, here it goes. I was asked once again. So this question came I still have the Bears and Guns t-shirts. I have the Bears and Guns. If you click the link in my bio, my cups run over, and you go to merchandise, the Bears and Guns t-shirts are all in there. I never took them down. They're still in there. You said woman cut. They're in pink and woman's cut. Yes, Angela Vet, please come out. Nick gotta be like strippers and make Amazon wish list. I collect. Angela, you know what's so funny? I have over 1 million basketball cards, right? And I hate to say this, like if I knew what I knew now, like none of that shit is worth anything. Yo, do you remember Wizard magazine for like comic books and shit like that? And you would buy these comic books, like you could find. I googled the He-Man toys. Like the original ones are like $19 or $9. Basketball cards, you look at them online, they still not worth money unless they're signed by a basketball player. Man, they was blowing smoke up our ass with that bullshit because you just collecting them shits to collect them to have for yourself. I have a Ken Griffey Jr. Damn, man, Andrew, you gotta get that card signed. I never really was into baseball cards because I don't know nothing about baseball. Like I knew about the Black Stars because of their sneakers. Like I knew about Bo Jackson because he had a sneaker, and I knew about Ken Griffey because he had a sneaker. I knew about Darryl Strawberry because Darryl Strawberry was out there playing with the yayo. Now I knew who Darryl Strawberry was, but I never really was into baseball like that. I mostly into football and basketball, and I was into football and basketball mostly. The time, you know what I'm saying? Mostly basketball. I used to go out there, buy the little card plastics, and stick the card. Remember the little card plastics, like 25 cents. I had the little hard case, and I would collect all them cards, man. Yeah, I just found out the other day that they flooded the market with hella cards. So now like none of them shits is worth any fucking money. None of that shit is worth money. All them people, like I'm like, if somebody buy me a He-Man toy, I'm ripping that motherfucker right out the packet and posing them right up here because but I'm not gonna sell the shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Keisha Kemp and Twin in the goddamn building. Yeah, like none of them shits is worth any fucking money unless it's signed and then you want to sell it on eBay, then you get a random nerd that be like, oh, I want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of random nerds, man, these fucking trolls that I got coming to my page is incredible. I love y'all though. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all what trolls look like, right? I personally know a troll. My boy's cousin has a carpet tunnel thing on his hand, and he just eats cheese balls for hours. And he just writes negative comments on people's page for hours. I caught him. I was like, what do you get out of this? He was like, yo, I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? This shit is dope. Yo, look, they're getting mad. Like, so the troll shit be fun. I get so much troll shit. I get asked shit that's so goddamn stupid, it ain't fun. I used to collect garbage pail. Yeah, I remember the garbage pail. I never thought garbage pail kids' cards was going to be worth anything, to be honest with you. But I used to, yeah, man, like when I get shit, I open it up. Like when I used to have my Thundercat toys back in the day, I used to take all my action figures and line them up like football plays and play games of football with them. I used to have all the He-Man toys back in the day. All the He-Man toys. But I didn't even know the names of them niggas. I only know He-Man's name. I didn't even know the name of the characters. But like now I'm like, man, I really do want the He-Man cards. I collect African American memorabilia. I had one worth oh, that's dope. And Pokemon cards. Pokemon used to be the shit. Pokemon was actually trying to kill niggas at one point because they had that game on the cell phone where you was supposed to run around and catch Pokemon. A nigga be in the wrong hood and get fucked up trying to catch a Burtoise or some shit like that. Pokemon, man, Pokemon to this day was probably the biggest craze of fan shit ever. Like, I don't think there was nothing ever bigger than Pokemon as far as collectibles and cards and shit like that. Like, Pokemon had grown niggas in the street under people's cars trying to catch rare Pokemon. So Pokemon was definitely the shit growing up. Yeah, Angie, I was scared to say it, but I still got all my Pokemon cards. You don't gotta be scared in here. What's up, Carmelita? You don't gotta be scared in this live. Tell you something, man. I used to have Pokemon Stadium for GameCube. Listen, let me explain something to you. There's some nerds out there that attract some sexy ass. Don't be mad. Let me look, man. This show, I dare nigga to sit up here. You cannot be too tough to sit up here and not tell me you didn't watch no Pokemon. Or you didn't sit up here and watch fucking Hanna-Barbera cartoons or nigga, when I was young, I watched My Little Pony and on Star Bright. I watched Star Bright and I could fight. So what about it? You know what I'm saying? You a kid. You get older, you watch all of that shit. Pokemon, like, the kid, no nigga sit up here and not tell me that they didn't play with a little bit of Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? I watched my wife one time. My wife told me some funny shit, but she get mad. She walk out the room. I watched tons of cartoons. When she not here, I watched tons of cartoons. I watched, oh man, I watched all the little DC Batman cartoons, Wonder Woman cartoons. I watched all the Justice League shit. You know, I just don't watch the like, you know, I don't watch Rick and Morty. Like, people trying to get me to watch that shit. I don't. It's not. I'm not dissing. I just don't. You know, I don't be watching. Like, I'm a nerd, but I don't be watching that nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? I watch like the cartoons I watch is like Family Guy. You know, like after I started watching Family Guy, I just stopped fucking with The Simpsons and Futurama. I watched Family Guy. I watched Justice League cartoons. I watched some Avenger cartoons. You know, I watch a lot of animation and shit like that. I watch a lot of Japanese animation. Yo, Japanese animation, man, them niggas be horny. Yo, you be fighting some. The women will be fighting some warlord, and the nigga hands are turned to 19 dicks, and he be like, "Oh, who's a demon dick?" And it start attacking the women. But yeah, I watch a lot of like animation, Crying Freeman, Dragon Ball Z. You know, I watch Hulu. I watch old He-Man episodes and shit like that. But yeah, like Rick and Morty and, you know, shit like that. I don't, you know, Adventure Time and shit. Like my daughter will watch it. But I don't be pressed to watch it. But I'm more of like a Family Guy nigga. Like, I'm the type of dude where I can sit down and binge watch Family Guy from the first season down to the end. Nick, that ain't anime. That's called hentai. Haha. I don't like anime. Those people, there are people who speak anime. I learned how to speak Japanese watching subtitled Dragon Ball Z videos. Like, Kasa means shit. Tosan means daddy, means dad. Tosan is daddy. Kasa means shit. Dundee. Like, I know a lot of I learned a lot of little animation shit from watching Dragon Ball Z and Kung Fu movies. I'm into Kung Fu movies. I can watch me some good Kung Fu movies. I'm into Kung Fu. I love, like, hey, you say you don't want a cash app, you want to send me some Kung Fu movies? Send me some Kung Fu movies, man. Send me some Kung Fu movies, man. He-Man toys and Kung Fu movies. Send that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't, just share the video, have people subscribe and all types of shit like that. That's always cool. Simone L said, I'm learning how to speak that. That's cool. Learn how to speak that shit. You be at the tail, you be like, oh, am I? Like, yo, let me explain something to you. If you can learn Japanese, man, and you be out, yo, you kill it. You be talking right like, what's up? Hold on. Hosama oka hua tosan suyai. Yeah, back to you. Yo, niggas will look at you like, oh, this chick, yo, it ain't nothing sexy that you dating someone and they talking to you and they go, hold on, yeah. Yo, you be like, I'm about to impregnate this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife, she know how to speak Spanish. When she speak that, I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, You know what I'm saying? Because I've dated, let me tell you, I've been very upset. In my past, I've dated Spanish women who didn't know how to talk Spanish, and that shit was a disgrace. Cause I'll be like, oh, yo, you want to hear that? Ooh, I took a papi, yeah, papi. But the girl was just like, yeah, papi, yeah, papa, yeah, papa. Like, nah, papi. Fuck. You don't know how to speak this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the worst, to think you dating someone from a culture and they don't know none of this shit, because you want to hear it in the bed. You want to hear that, ooh, Borica, oh yeah, boy, you want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But they talk regular, you be like, nigga, you are useless. You know what I'm saying? You are fucking useless. Like, if I fuck an English person, I you know what I'm saying, back in the day, I want them to be like, yeah, come on, come on and put out your pants and put it at the top of your dick, okay, right? You want to hear that? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, it just fucks up the fantasy. But you dealing with a girl and she in the bed and she licking on you and you be like, oh, you like that? She like, oh, hello. You be like, oh man, get the pink horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck the trolls. And fuck them kids and that dirty ass candy trying to sell. You know what I mean? Piece of shit ass candy, man. Selling a gusher for $5. Gushers is 25 cents. You know what's crazy? It be other races that be selling the candy for the exact price it's supposed to be. But it be your own people that try to sell you the candy. I wish a motherfucker would try to sell me a $200 box of Hershey. Kiss my ass. Ain't no way candy should cost more than pussy. There ain't no way. You gotta think. Like, wait a minute, how much is a lap dance? Is a chocolate bar on the same level as a lap dance? Is it? I'm asking the lady. Is a chocolate bar on the same, that a $200 box of chocolate? Can he use that money on a lap dance? Let's compare. Almond Joy for $200, or a lap dance, or for the ladies a helicopter dance from Inspector Dickett. Is it the same price? Pretty quiet in the chat. You see what I'm saying? Hit them with that facts. Hit them with that facts real quick. You be crazy. Oh my God. Carmelita, you came in. We was talking about the baby and the candy earlier. And then we started talking about men trying to wife up strippers, which came down to the major question that we were all talking about today. And we want to know, is a lap dance on the same level as a $200 box of Almond Joys? They can decline and teach them to come with money. Angela, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't want this to happen, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Angela Vet one day is going to go to Target and she's going to walk outside, right? She's going to be balling. She'll come outside and she'll like, I could really use a gusher. And she gonna be like, how much is the gusher? How much is, and the nigga gonna be like, $90. And I'm gonna run outside. I'm like, she got it. I'm like, right, Andrew, you got it. Come on, these kids. Come on, man. I respect you. Andrew, respect your hustle. Give him the $90 that goddamn gusher. I got hustled for a box of bricks. Damn, who helped you carry the bricks back to your car? Who the fuck? What was you? What? I don't even know how much bricks. How much did you pay for these bricks? Or are you talking about cocaine? No, I'm just, I hope it's a different box. I hope you ain't talking about like the bricks to build a house. Oh, you talking about that? I'm your hustler, I'm your pusher man. Boom, 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 boom. I'm your pusher man. This is not the show, Andrea, to be promoting that. Promoting. Oh, she said, I thought. Hey, if you got hustled for a VCR, I gotta say this, Andrea. Day one, a VCR does not weigh the weight of a brick. Does not weigh. But see, that nigga that sold you that brickless VCR is the father of them little niggas that try to sell that chocolate for $200. They were smooth with it. I want to. He's like, hey, what's up, sexy? How you doing, hot mama? What you trying to do? Trying to watch a movie tonight? Well, why don't you come over here and buy this VCR right here? You know what I'm saying? It plays real heavy. You know what I'm saying? The effects are real heavy, and you picked it up. He's like, oh, it's heavy. Like, yeah, it's a heavy. Let me tell you something. When you turn that movie on, it's gonna hit you like a brick. And you was like, oh, smooth daddy. And you put that money in his hand. You went home, and it was a real brick. And I bet you tried to put a tape in it too. You was like, why this brick? Hey, oh my God, man. What have I been hustled for in my life? I've been swindled. I ordered some Jordans from Kicks. What is it called? Kicks something. And these niggas mailed me the soles without the sneaker. The soles without the sneaker. I was sold a video game with a porn in it. What else? What else was I hustling for? I gave somebody some money for some product that I never saw the nigga ever again. He showed me the VCR, then went to the trunk to give me the blue box and drove off. My car wasn't fast. Nah, you should have like, nah, yeah, yeah. I could, yeah, it happens like that. That I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not even trying to sound funny. But this is why, ladies, sometimes this is when a man comes in handy. This is a fact. A lot of niggas who sell and hustle, when they see women alone, they be like bingo. When y'all be looking at niggas and men be like, get the fuck out of here. You're like, baby, stop. Nah, niggas know. We know when niggas is hustling. Yo, you can just tell by the posture of a nigga when he lying to a chick. You can just fucking tell. You know what I'm saying? When they keep saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you hear that shit, and they be like, yeah, my partner. Yo, ask my partner. These niggas be lying. Did you see the guy who purchased a TV and took it home and hooked it up, and it was a TV from Popeye's restaurant that showed the Hey, all you gotta do is reprogram that shit. But I can always tell when I see a nigga lying to a woman, man. It be funny as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I be like, man, he about to fuck that credit up. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but ladies know too. You could tell when a nigga be lying to a chick. You be like, damn, I hope her parents raised her right, because this nigga about to steal. This nigga about to put her in code red. Code red. I got hustled for a piece of jewelry too. It was a 14 karat gold and it was brass. Andrea, you gotta go shopping with friends. you gotta go shopping with friends. Hey man, let me tell you something. There's no shame in that. Yo, when I got my first earrings, I had got some earrings, man, some rose gold earrings. I took my boy with me to the jewelry shop. And let me tell you something, man. That nigga was hustling. I don't know what the fuck he was telling them people, but I got the real shit, man. You know, whenever I go certain places that I'm not too sure about, I always take somebody with me because if you don't got the knowledge, a nigga will hustle the fuck out of you. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I'm a trainer, right? And if you a friend of mine and I fuck with you heavy, I got personal friends that call me and be like, hey, man, this trainer told me this shit. Is this real? And I be laughing because if they didn't know me, they'll get fucked over. I know yo, listen. I know this dude, right? He gonna kill me if he watch this show. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying his name. And I'm pretty sure his people ain't watching this shit. So I don't give a fuck, you know? This nigga would text his client what to do at the gym. And he's never had any contact with the client. And she thinks he'll be like, send me a picture of you working out. Like, yo, at least be on FaceTime with they like there's trainers that FaceTime. There's trainers that they Zoom. You gotta have some type of contact with the nigga. This nigga text trains his client. This nigga's never met her. He don't even know if she's doing the shit right. I seen this shit and I thought it was only her, but I've seen multiple people getting text trained. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you looking at? They're like, oh, my trainer's texting me. And I'm like, yo, niggas be getting hustled. Niggas get hustled, man. Niggas get hustled every day. That's why it's always good to go down with someone and pay attention to what the hell is going on. I've been hustled by women. I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm gonna tell you who my pet. I hate the girls, the women who be trying to sell me that perfume. Yo, there was this chick had the nerve. She had a beard. She had like my shit right here, and she was trying to sell me some Calvin Klein shit, and she was trying to act sexy. And I was like, man, you don't get the fuck out of here with this shit. She would try, some of that cologne be filled with vinegar and piss. No, there's nothing wrong with training someone through Zoom, Simone. You could train someone through Zoom because they are watching you work out. I trained somebody on here through Zoom. You could train someone through Zoom. I'm talking about texting through straight text message, and you don't even know what the fuck the nigga's doing. I'm telling you, there's a hustle in everything. So them kids, hey, if you would have got them, but you did, you got hustled. That's it. If we're going to defend the fact that they're hustling, well, that's part of the hustle. That's how life is. More of the story, everyone's always hustling. You got niggas hustling dick to find a place to live. It's a fact. You got men who have nowhere to live hustling dick for a meal and a place to stay. You ever got some dick hustle where a nigga is fucking you for living? That might be some of the best dick you ever get. A nigga that's fucking for stability. And you got women that hustle ass. Hustling for some red bottoms or some shoes. You got kids selling candy for $100. Life is a hustle. You win some, you lose some. That's part of the hustle game. Sometimes you have a good day. Sometimes you have a bad day. Either way, it's how it goes. It's all a hustle. Life is a hustle, but you can't get mad when the hustle don't work out. You can't attack someone and be like, "Oh, that's fucked up. You should have gave me more money for the candy." Nah, nigga, y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all should have played the game better. That's right, I'm back on the goddamn candy, Andrew. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Hey, where's the clip? Here's where are the clips? I was expecting to hear that R. Kelly clip just now. Oh no, man. My sounds, y'all might not hear the sounds like that no more because when this stuff starts getting monetized, I think some of them sounds might fuck me over as far as monetizing some of these videos. Because a lot of the videos, some of these sounds are copyrighted through certain channels and shit like that. I don't know if my sounds are, but I would hate when shit get monetized. I'm trying to collect coins off this shit. And they be like, because on my Instagram, I got a bunch of videos I did during the quarantine. Every day I'm losing a video because it's being banned because somehow the shit is like the music or the instrumentals, they taking my shit down. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I don't fuck with IG like that no more. I mean, follow me there. I'll post a picture and a funny meme, but I'm trying to build this shit right here because IG got sensitive as a motherfucker. The shit you said about the PlayStation Xbox getting plugged in, I heard a woman say the same thing on another podcast. Who said that, Andrea? Somebody, hey, man, look, it's a fact. This is a fact. Ladies, if you date a man and they hook their video game system up to your TV, they have moved in. If they move more than if they put more than 2 pairs of sneakers underneath your bed, they moved in. I'm telling you, I be on here spitting game trying to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, if you single and that nigga hook his Xbox up to your main TV, you got yourself some I ain't going nowhere dick in your life. It is what it is. These niggas out here, streets is wild. You got niggas out here, man, past their 30s and ain't never had a job before. Living at their grandma's house. And they find a sexy woman that's stacked, ass and monkey looking crazy. And y'all give them some of that monkey. Them niggas is going, let me tell you something. Them niggas is going to fuck themselves into eternity. And it's a fact. And Annie Letterman said it on Trash Tuesday podcast. She said he plugged his PlayStation and she was like, okay, I guess we're together now. I'm telling you the truth. I've seen it. I've done it. I've done it when I was young, but I wasn't moving in. I claimed a chick by hooking my PlayStation up to her TV. But that's just what it is. If you have a male coming to your house, consider you're married. If they have male coming to your house, yeah. A nigga, when a nigga be like, hey, babe, you mind if I mail some shit to your crib real quick? And you say, yeah, that nigga living with you, fucking around, that nigga kick you out of your own house. Yo, I've seen it. Fellas too. Hey, man, listen. That's why I said, man, look, when you growing up, fuck all that shit. Oh, you need to be down with one woman when you young. Fuck all that. Get as much. Anybody young in their 20s watching this, safely wrap it up, but get as much ass as you can get, so you can get used to this game. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's some woman out there with some quality pussy that will see your ass coming a mile away, and they'll put that thing on you, and it's a wrap. Same thing to you, ladies. Shit. Don't let these niggas call you all type of names and hoes and shit like that. Man, fuck out of here. Let it rain dick down on your soul safely so that you can be privy to when you get older and you know when niggas is lying to your ass. Now, I know somebody gonna be like, you have a daughter. Listen, this young got nothing to do with this. She got years. She's 7. Let enjoy her childhood. I'm talking about the ladies who are watching this podcast. who be thinking, oh, I had one boyfriend my whole life and I only had one dick in my life. Well, all right. Hopefully it work out. But those be the women that be and some of them chicks that be telling me some of this shit, like it's bro code. So I'm not gonna sit there and tell them that they dumb. But some of the shit that some of these chicks be telling me, I be like, what you felt? Like I have a homegirl right now. I got a friend right now who's in a situation that fucked up. But she's doing her thing. But she won't tell these niggas her situation so that these niggas, cause she got a situation, right? Here's the thing. Here's where honesty going. If you in a relationship and you being fucked over, right? Your best bet is you ain't really trying to look for something right now. So clearly, if you ain't leaving this person, you're content with what they're doing. Just be honest with the next nigga. Hey, look, I got a situation. I don't want to talk about it. Just dick me down and go on. Dick me down, hug me, smile, take me out to eat every once in a while, but you can't call me all the time. If the nigga is not with that, move on. Just be honest. That's why a lot of women be fucking over a lot of these niggas that have chicks, because not saying that it's right, but what I'm saying is when you lie, you're only asking for the worst. Don't have none of these women fall in love with you and you got situations. Just tell them, like, look, I got a situation. I'd never wife you. But if you could get dick down, the worst she can say is no. She might be like, all right, well, dick me down, treat me like a lady, and buy me some chocolate and make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst. But if you sit here and you fucking lovey-dovey in them, and then they find out that that you have a whole situation, they're gonna blow you up because you lied. Dick me down and go on. I love it. I'm gonna you tell them that. Cleveland, you go and you tell, hey, say dick me down and go on with yourself. Women, let me tell you something. Women are worse than niggas. A lot of dudes be thinking that women don't be on it like that, but women be on it like that. There's some women who rather just get dick down. Listen, I know a chick who treat her man. She be like, why are you still here? You don't have no friends? Just give me dick and go out. There's some women who just want to get dick. They want to get dick chucked. And it's cool. Respect the stroke. A lot of the ladies in here quiet, but it's a fact. Women are just like niggas. The way we look at ass, they look at dick prints like that all goddamn day. They tell their friends straight up, man, I just want him to come here and just man. We grown on this show. A lot of men be thinking, no, they don't talk. Let's say do. I work at the gym. I've worked around a bunch of female trainers. I had this one chick. She saw a nigga walk in the gym. She was like, man, I want him to stick that right down my goddamn throat. Listen, I'm telling you, women think like that. She like, oh, look at that nigga dick. I want him to slide that shit right down my fucking throat. Shut me the fuck up. Knock my voice box out. Treat me like Ariel. Knock the sound right out my neck. They talk like that. Look, Simone says straight facts. They talk like niggas. The same way niggas be like, damn, I want to tear that pussy up. Women be like, look, they be straightforward in their little group chat. I won't mind if he slide that thing down my throat. That will make my day. They're not going to tell you that. It's your job to get that out of them. That's the only difference between a woman and a man. A man, you don't have to do much to get out of a man. But a woman, they're thinking like that, but they want you to get that out of them. You got to strategically finesse, romance to get that out of them. But that's how they think. I found out when I was 23 years old that I was passed around. I thought I fucked all three of them. No, they passed me around. I was like, oh shit. I was a thought. I got thotted out. Knock the goddamn sound out of my goddamn neck. Make my throat deaf. It's all good. It's life, man. You don't think, let me tell you something, man. For anyone out here that ain't grown and don't think women are just as nasty as men. Women, let me tell you something, fellas. These women, when you get in relationships with them and you settle down, as much as you love to talk about fucking when you was young and how much you would fuck and all that fucking you would do, here's what's going to happen. You talk all that shit, but these women be bout it. When they get older, their sex drive be on motorboat. They be in motorboat. And they're gonna be, it's gonna be like they got the dicks. They gonna be like, we want the meats. It's a fact. You want your feelings today. Andrew, what's going on? You don't like none of the entertainment. I told you after episode 50, Nick gonna be wilding. I found myself. I'm happy. Curious Red Flag podcast and all that shit. Nick, look, hey man, I told you, I said, give me 50 episodes to work this motherfucking internet. Now I'm giving y'all 100% Nick. That's it. Talking what's on my goddamn mind. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Now I'm having fun. Told y'all watched the 50th episode. First 10 episodes, I was nervous. The other 10, I was like, okay. Now I'm like, I'm here. Shit. I'm here to play. I want to play. Nick want to play. Yeah. Nick got his bully on. He keep knocking it around. Yeah. That's right. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I just don't know where that came from. But that's what it is. This is it. Fuck. I'm having fun. But I'm not going to sit here and let anybody watch this show and not think that women aren't as dominant or more than niggas. It's a fact. I put a post up today. I'm going to read this post real quick. Stay on here with 20 more minutes with you guys. 20 more minutes. Then I'm going to go pay some bills and take my daughter out to get some food and shit like that. Let me read this post I put up today. Let me see if y'all fucking with me. Let me put this post up. Oh, my wife put a picture up today that looks sexy as fuck. If she was here right now, I would tear her liver out. Let me see. Let me look. Okay, so here goes the post I put up today. I said, hey, ladies. Angela Levette said, women are innocent. Yeah, innocent, innocently evil. Hey, hey, ladies, I get it. If you listen to media, extreme feminists, simp black men, social media relationship counselors with no degree, and relationships books written by hurt women, good black men don't exist. I said, if you continue to gather information from these sources, yes, you will be spending the rest of your life buying lonely toys in a sex store. Here's why I said this today. Multiple times, I will go online and I will see posts. Black men, they aren't any good men. There aren't any good men. And there aren't any good men, and they aren't any this, and there aren't any that, and they aren't any, blah, 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 and then we can't find them, and, some say most of the good men are there's men in jail, and most of the other good men go this way, and other men are cheating, and all that other shit, and I always just like, look, if you're going to think negatively about this, you're not going to find yourself a nigga. Stop listening to these motherfuckers that be like, and just find out for yourself. You cannot get good information from someone that's hurt. You're not going to gather. Have you ever done something that, matter of fact, have you ever went somewhere that somebody told you was whack? And then you went there and was like, what the fuck was they talking about? This shit was actually dope. Steph Father, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, brother? and you be like, this shit was actually nice. Like you now you're getting now you're going, no, you want me to go Kevin Samuels, Andrew? Brother. Don't play with me. Play with your mama. Okay. If you want a good quality, high value man, you gonna have to you gonna have to clean your goddamn sink. See, a woman who don't clean her sink is not gonna find herself a high value man. So play if you want. You understand what I'm saying? But and I could just tell. You know what? If you don't clean your sink, I could tell that the top of your clitoris stink. And a high value man don't like that. See, you see, the problem is you bitches got the game low value. You're not gonna find yourself a high value brother. A high value brother puts his cup in your sink and it's filthy. You need to go the fuck on with your life. See, now y'all listen to niggas like that, right? And then be mad. Like, why y'all listening to this nigga? Like, I'm not saying some of the stuff that he don't be, but I'm just saying, like, look, it's all a matter of opinions. There's shit out there for you. You don't gotta listen to none of this bullshit, man. Cause what do you say to the niggas that actually find? I'm done with her today. I'm done. All right. She is intentionally fucking with me today. I have 3 cups in the sink. See, Judge Joe Brown. You what? So hold on. See what you trying to say right now, Judge Joe Brown? What you trying to say, Andrea? You trying to say right now is that you got 3 cups inside of your sink, and you think that that's the type of lifestyle that's going to attract a man who wants a fresh cup of water. So you telling me right now you have a shortage of Ajax and sponges in your house, and you don't got the nerve to go to your sink and overlook 3 cups? I ain't kicking it. See, your cups is, if you got 3 cups in your sink, then you ain't got time to take Oxycontin and Mountain Dew and drinking all types of different delivery of the devil. If you got all types of goddamn soap scum inside your sink, then a man gonna think you scum. You understand what I'm saying to you? See, you gotta understand, a man who wants a good woman with less cups in her sink doesn't want to deal with the bimbo lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying to you? You toxic vermin motherfucker. Understand, I've been doing this judge shit for years. And I'm going to tell you, I want to feel good. So if I come home and I see a sponge that's dirty, that lets me know you ain't take the time to go out and buy another goddamn sponge. And if you ain't take the time to buy another sponge, then you's a nasty motherfucker. And I'm gonna tell you this too. You mean to sit up here and tell me in the chat room of law that you ain't cleaning around the rim of the glass and washing off them toxins? That's some nasty shit right there. You understand what I'm saying? Oh man. I mean, I think I outdid myself today. I really do. I think I outdid myself today. I gave you Kevin Samuels, and I gave you Judge Joe Brown. Gave you Kevin Samuels, and I gave you Judge Joe Brown. Gave you two of these characters. See what I'm saying? Larisha Hamilton. Larisha, how you doing? I see y'all in the chat. You mean to sit here and tell me that you gave me one more emoji than the other two people? See, people out there that give emojis sit there, don't take accountability for what the emojis represent. And see, y'all to understand in my long life of judging, when I see emojis given out like that, that lets me know that you got dirty glasses in your sink and you don't understand what life is about. You understand what I'm saying? And when you sit here and you're doing that and you're running around with the moles and roses going down the drive-through ordering chicken nuggets without barbecue sauce, anybody that goes through the drive-through and buys chicken without barbecue sauce, or better yet, sweet and sour, should be judged upon the court. What is it? Open the door. What do you want? You want to say, you mean to tell me you came in here in the court of law, my daughter had knocked on the door, and let me pull that shirt down. I don't want that shirt in front of you because it's not right. And you gonna come up in here and you mean to tell me you gonna knock when I'm doing my show and ask me for a sandwich because you hungry? Hold on. Don't interrupt me. What you need to do is go in the fridge and get yourself a pizza Lunchable and have a nice day. Now, I don't have no sandwich for you, but I'm about to give you a sandwich of love. Hey, get on out of here, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Go ahead. No, I don't have a sandwich. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want my sandwich? You mean to tell me that you sitting here and you gonna go in the fridge and you see my sandwich, you want to eat my stuff, right? See, that's the problem, is when you don't take accountability and understand you want to eat what the black man has because I'm your father. You feel like I'm supposed to sit up here and provide meals for you like I'm a mail program and I'm supposed to give you lunch kits and food. Back in my day when you had lunch, you put peanut butter sandwiches inside my little pony lunchbox. But see, nowadays, you kids think that you could just sit around and get whatever you want to eat and do what you want to do because you think that you could provide. Well, go ahead and eat the sandwich. Go ahead. Turkey. Yeah. See, that's the problem with these kids. They think they get to sit around and eat everybody's sandwiches. But the problem is you don't understand is if you could eat someone's sandwich, what was the bread going through? What kind of family did the bread come from? See, in my time of day, when you put turkey and you put the Hellmann's on the bread, you gotta understand there's a culture out there of people that will mislead you and not make you feel good. Woo! Hey, man. I hope y'all enjoyed me today. I had fun with y'all. My neck is sweaty. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Thank you, Larisha. Larisha, please text the number at the bottom of the screen, 202. Forgot my number. 202-949-6719. What's your name? So you get a link to all the episodes that come out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you, SS. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe. Please, I need you guys. This episode 51 will be live. We'll be back at regular time. Let me ask you a question. When I did the podcast last week, Sunday, I did it at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Now, the podcast time is usually 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Would you rather the earlier time, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern? I can do the podcast earlier if you guys like the podcast to be earlier. No. The podcast will be at 3 o'clock this Sunday. I have Daphne Springs. She will be on the show this but further on, because I already told her that time. Yeah, so 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. I need you guys there to definitely watch Judge Joe Carthan. Yeah, you see, the thing is this: a lot of people out there, they be wanting the times to be changed, but when you change the time, you got to ask yourself, is the time waiting for you? See, there was a time when people out there were buying clocks out there, and they was out there running out of bus schedules. I told a man one time, I said, hey, what you doing? He said he was waiting for the bus. I said, well, shit, the bus don't wait for you. See, you got to have a sense of information. You get on the goddamn bus, you're sitting there, you're putting your hands behind other people's hands on the pole, and there's all type of love juice and asbestos on the pole, and then the goddamn bus driver, he really don't know how to drive, because either the bus driver has a situation at home where his baby mother is harassing the fuck out of him, and he's driving like a savage. You see, and then you go to Burger King, and they got the flamers on cooking the grill, and the flame is cooking the meat medium rare done. And see, anytime there's a man eating medium rare done sandwich meat, that means that the man has an agenda. And then that's when the bimbos come out and talk about they want to drink Oxycontin and eat the grilled cheese sandwich. And that's when that vegan shit comes along. And then you got Lizzo out there saying she's a vegan, but she really out there eating tons of meat, out there shaking her ass and willy-nilly all types of way. See, that's the problem. That first time I said to myself, when the Dipset was supposed to battle the Locks, and I said to myself, well, here's the situation. There's going to be a whole lot of niggas down there playing that music. And when you hear that Dipset, there's an agenda, because somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. And what you're going to do when Hulkamania gets a hold of you and he running around with his yellow drawers and his dick print sticking out, tombstoning niggas with his nuts on their bare end chin. Woo! I don't know if she's vegan, Andrea. It's a joke. Hey, man, I am done. Make sure when this episode is done, you guys leave comments in the comment section and tell me how you felt about the episode. Help me fuck up the algorithm, because you see, the algorithm is a situation composed by another situation, wherein back in my name, the algorithm's original name was Al, and Al was out there slapping the shit out of people with his dick all willy-nilly. But there's a situation now where he met somebody because he didn't have rhythm, and they called him algorithm, and he was out there doing the Oxycontins and drinking the Clorox and shit like that. And there's all type of mess and type of stuff going on. And then, he go to this place and they say, well, how do you want your steak? And algorithm said he wanted steak on flamer. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.